Oh, what? Oh, go away. Alright, greetings and salutations, friends. I am the Brit. This is City Skylines 2. That was Stream Deck complaining. Wow. And we're going to start another game. We're going to go with normal. And I don't know if I want to do Sanctuary Bay. There's the Ribbon Isles, Driftwood Reach. That's an interesting one. Verdant Vale. I think I've looked at this one. It's just there's a lot of and Lakeside Harbour. That's an interesting one. Let's load Driftwood and see what we're looking at. I think we start in here. Yeah, we start in this area here. Okay. Well, with this one, we start in here. Interesting. And we'll just go with that one. Whatever. Hutton, Leola, Pomeroy, Frankfurt Square, Denver. Wow. Winnie, Rotham, Lowe's Island, Luge, Carrick, Oval, Lake Summer, Berg, Bushbury. Nothing really. Camelford. I don't know. Stretton. Nice. Dudley. Burton. Yeah, okay, we'll go with Burton. Burton on sound. There we go. Burton on sound. There we go. It sounds like a great name for a city. I was going to do some Planet Coaster tonight, but I'm just not feeling very coastery. I was just talking to the wife and, yeah, I guess. Problems, right? It's easy to generate problems, it's hard to come up with solutions. That's all I'll say on the matter. Okay, what do we got here? It's, oh, it's an airplane shadow. So we're starting here. Okay. We got a lot of map to play with. I like these mountains. I wish there was a bit more, actually, but we do have a lot more terrain to play with, so that's fun. We have, wow. Okay, we have quite a lot of farmland. Okay, we can't look at anything else until we get that far. Okay, so obviously we want to get to these islands. So we'll probably have a road that comes off of here and comes around. This actually probably come off here, won't it? Come off here and come through on these islands and over there. Of course, if I do that, so as soon as you connect two roads like that, so we've got an entryway and an exit way. As soon as you connect two roads like that, it starts sending traffic from one place to the other. Like these people from here, from Magnolia, will not just want to go to Bushbury, but they're also going to want to go... Is this one Magnolia as well? That's Meridian. So yeah, so you'll get people being generated here and they'll want to go over here or over here. So you end up with a lot of extra traffic that you don't necessarily want, which is where these are nice. These stubs, because they will come in from here and they will use this junction to go off in the direction they need to go to, and they won't come anywhere near your city. As soon as I join this road, maybe to... Yeah, as soon as I join this road to this one, or this one, or anywhere else, we're going to start getting a lot of traffic that is not necessarily coming into the city. It's just passing through. So we're going to have to be aware of that. And I still have this horrendous cough, which is fantastic. Right. So we're going to send up industry off in that direction, I think. Basically same as last time. A 2-lane road? Yeah, we'll do a 2-lane road, I think. We'll do a 2-lane road like that, and then about here, I think we'll use that for industry. There we are. Lovely. Alright, and then here, I think I'm going to use a 4-lane off of here like this. Down this way. And then we'll use a nice high-speed road coming off like that, and then we want some wibbly wobbly. So I want this to almost follow the coastline a little bit, to be honest. I mean, that'll work. Gravel roads? Alleys. I created another road the other day, actually. It's an alley with parking. So we've got a 2A alley with some parking included. So, yeah. So that's going to be interesting. In fact, we're probably going to use that. Give me a road here. We're going to turn that off, and let's start creating some roadage. Okay. All right, up to there. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we want the road there, like that. There we go, fantastic. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we want this road here, like that. There we go. It's going to be a little close to that. So we'll kind of wibbly wobbly that out just a touch, just to avoid this little section here. And I think I want a one-way. Yeah, we'll do a 45. And then we'll do a one-way down to here. And then we'll do another 45. $45.3. I'll do. Turn it the other way. There we go. Awesome. Right, let's get some housing down, right? So what do we got? We've got low density semi-detached terraced. Yeah, we like some terraced housing. Thank you. Heck yeah, we'll take some of that. European style. Okay, we'll do that. There. And some regular industry. Five on one side, 4 on the other. Right. Now we need power. We're going to bring it in here, I think. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Ah, water. That's right. I'm like, there's something else that we need to think about. Water level too low. Water level too low. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'd like to be able to put it here. The water level is just a bit low. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of this, I think. Okay, and we'll just bring that out there like that. That's a little bit cheaty, isn't it? There we go, that'll do. Cool. Alright. Road required. I've got your road right here. Ooh, actually, I wanted to connect it there. Cool. Alright. And then we're going to need sewage. So we'll just dump that there, and then we'll connect it. Actually, we could. No, yes, maybe. No, we have to connect it with a road because of things. Right, and that's it. I think my game just locked up. There we go. I was like, wait a minute. What the hell? Right. So here's our first victims. Houses. A nice swig of tea. Hey, Solo. I see you lurking there. Welcome in. Lurker friendly is all I'll say. Okay, so we've got water in, we've got water out. We've got some roads, we've got some commercial, we've got some industry, we've got some airplanes apparently. Lovely. So, we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to put some farms out this way. We'll do a couple of farms, chicken farm, all that good stuff. Okay, we'll speed this up just a little bit. It's a bit slow at the very beginning, isn't it? We have a very high demand for commercial. Actually, what I should do, usually in these situations, you do have, oftentimes, a couple of little commercial stores at the end of roads like that. Okay. Now, there is an issue with the game at the moment. Because I sat and tried to think about this. There is an increase in coughing. There's an increase in commercial traffic. Why do these look like the American stores? These don't look very European to me. Hey? Right, let me switch these three out, because I'm thinking that something's a wee bit janky there. Alright. There, we'll do that. Cool. Because these stores look way more American to me. We'll see. Anyway, so for the update, to make sea freight, cargo ships more viable, you need the demand for industrial deliveries, right? Commercial, industrial goods to be shipped in and out. So to do that, you increase the demand. When you increase the demand, until the players got the ports in, that demand is going to be met by Bueller. That's right. Cars and trucks. So I think what's happened is, in order to get the seaports usable in a way that they're fun for the player to use, and there's a point to actually having them, they've kind of increased the... Okay, I guess those are kind of American? Those look more European to me. These look American. Am I losing my mind? Answers on a postcard. Anyway. I'm not doing a specific European theme. I'm just kind of wondering why they look like that. I might replace this one with the North American one. Yeah, like that. Just get rid of that. Boink. Bye. So yeah, I think that's kind of what's happened. Is they kind of fiddled with the traffic a little bit in order to make ports more enjoyable for the player and for them to actually have a purpose. And in doing so, they've created more road traffic until you get the seaports going. At least that's one thing. And I believe they've also tweaked the traffic in other ways too, which has caused some consternation among players. Something else that I'm finding quite disturbing is I can't adjust the lights on this junction. Which is a problem, because I would like to be able to adjust the timing of the lights on the junction, but no. He's already a dead person. That's fantastic. Okay, so now we've got the row housing. Okay, so we're going to do more terraced along here. Like that. And then I think what I'm going to do is a road off of here, or an alley off of here, and just kind of bendy it just a little bit, and another one down here, and do the row housing. Okay, that was not quite what I had in mind. I wanted to bendy. Bendy. Nope, not quite there. Nope, that's not square. Okay, and then we'll get rid of that, and then we will... What? Oh, Egypt. we go. I want it kind of a gap of 4. There we go. And then, actually, we're going to kind of follow that road around. Not quite like that, though. Let's start that again. That's going to lose a lot of... There. Okay, I like that. Okay, row housing. Some rich folks living in there, look at that. There we go. Some row housing, very nice. No parking for you. And then again, I think what I would need is some commercial right in there. So let's take a look at this guy. There we are. Okay, and then we'll do the same there. That gives us that. And that gives us that. Sweet. So that's the zoning toolkit, which actually comes in really handy. Right, we'll do a couple of little shops. Actually, let me hit pause. I'm going to delete that one. And we'll do European there. There we are. Like that. Lovely. Cool. Right, so they are saying that they want some kind of medical care. Of course they do. I could put it here on this road, like that. And for the moment, we are going to let the hearses come from outside. So making sure that there is indeed an outside connection. Yeah, there's this, whatever the hell this is. It's an interesting little roundabout. I think I'd want a dedicated lane coming off of this way. Or even from back here, just where it kind of comes over, so they don't have to hit this roundabout. Well, we'll see how that develops. Right. So they are suggesting that they want some more commercial, apparently. Oh, and more industrial. Okay. Well, we can certainly help with the industrial. Okay. 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. What? No. Okay. 5 on one side. 4 in the other. There we are. I think we're going to do probably a dedicated road out this way to go out to the farmland. So let's figure that out now. Okay. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, let's... Well, we got a lot of fertile land. Let's start with this guy here. Okay, and then we'll do another one. We'll do some carrots over here, I think. Alright. Just bear with me here. There is a method to my madness, believe it or not. Okay. That's not what I want, that is. Okay. Okay, and then I want a poultry farm. Okay, now I'm going to pause, and I'm going to work on these farms a little bit. Kind of feel like that's probably going to be as close as I'm going to be able to get to the industry on that side. So obviously we don't want the pollution affecting our farm. And then let's turn snapping off. Do you think we can probably risk going a little closer, I think? Right. Or what's the worst that can happen? Oh, okay, so there's that one done. Right, now let's do this one. Okay, just a wee bit closer, like that. There we are, lovely. And then, okay. Oi. There we go. Oi. Hello. Come on. That'll do. And then something similar on this one. Actually, this one I think I'm going to bring all the way down to here. Pretty close to the road. Like that, there we go. And then we'll take this one. Hello! What is that, you die? 90 degrees. That should be okay, I think. Do I know of any good pre-made highway exits? I do not. I do not. I like to spend hours of my life attempting to make high capacity highway exits, but they never work. And of course, this latest update means things are even more interesting as far as traffic. Alright, let's bring that around there. Right, yeah, mine looked like they were done by someone who was probably drunk or high or... well, that really covers it, to be honest. I try. I mean, I do it with the snapping on. That does help. But not a great deal. Okay. And there's our chicken farm. Oop. So we got grain, carrots, grain, chickens. Sounds good to me. I think we're going to be exporting a lot. They don't look like interchanges. Yeah, I know you're a pain. Trust me. Okay. So this little section here actually isn't looking too terrible. I should probably do another one on this side. And traffic-wise, it's not that horrendous either. Okay, so obviously I don't want to do a cross-section there. But I would like it to be somewhat sensible. Oh dear. Why would you use that word? Okay, what about something like that? Ouch! I left that on. Okay, something. Oh, what? I thought I'd... You idiot. That's what you are. You're an idiot. Hey! Oh, that was an airplane. Okay. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty good. And now we'll grab our custom road again. I'm going to make this one a little tighter, I think. A little tighter to that road. Hey! Hello, look at that. Milestone 2 unlocked. Sweet. That means I've got a bunch of points to spend. Now, whatever I do here, I have to mirror on this side. Oh, like that. Ooh. Son of a bitch. That was really close. Oh, actually, if I start it from this end. There we go. And then I just do that. There we are. Brilliant. There's always a way. Nope. You could see that coming already, couldn't you? I think we need to turn snapping off. That's going to hit it. That's not enough. That's going to hit. Oh man. Ah! You know what I need to do? I know what I need to do. I can do this. Snapping on. Bring the road down from there. Bring it out that way. bring it over that way. Turn that one around. Delete those two. And, oh shit. I thought that was going to work. Not quite. This, oh man. This section here is just, okay, fine, you know what? You want to be like that? I can be like, hang on. There you go. There. Right. Yeah. Move it mod to the rescue again. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Good lord. Oi! Sweet. Alright. Let's lift this up a bit. Oi! No! What? Okay, there we go. Okay, we can flatten that out just a little bit like that. I love Move It mod. Okay, there we go. So we got medium density housing. Which one is that? Oh, that's that. Alright, let's do some semi-detached down here. Okay, that's working. We are going to need more industry and definitely more commercial. We're getting a bit of a tailback here. Don't know if there's going to be an easy way of fixing that. Okay, let's just save the game here for a moment. New save. Button on sound. Online. Okay, save. Okay, resume. And then we'll chuck a roundabout down on there. We'll just do a medium roundabout with some trees. Like that. Okay. Yeah, this junction here needs to stop. Alright, so first of all, get rid of U-turns. You, no. You, also no. Brilliant, okay. Which means I should now be able to... wait a minute. I'm going to here. Oh, God bless it. I need the advanced road service unlocked. Okay, fine, fair enough. There we go. And if I get rid of these traffic lights, like that, the only thing getting in the way should be the pedestrians. Now, what I should do is get rid of this and force them to cross there. So get rid of that one and that one. I don't know why we have all of these delivery trucks in here. Where are they going? They're delivering to houses? What? What do we got here? We got Amazon trucks running up the neighborhoods? What the hell? Hold up, let me investigate this, man. Delivery van. Delivery vehicles are owned by companies and services and transport goods or resources inside and outside of the city. Selecting an owner or destination opens that interview. So, he's delivering some wood to this guy. What the fuck? What does this guy need a van full of wood for? Okay, what about him? He's delivering concrete. What the hell? You got a juicance for that stuff, man. You don't get it delivered by a truck. Oh, sorry, a van, rather. Well, this came up nicely. Alright, let's throw some more of that down then. Right, these are the semi-detached housing. Okay. And then we are going to do... that there. That there. And the housing and trucks. Oh, the houses level up by getting stuff delivered? Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. Alright, let's see what these look like when they come up. Better not be a block of flats. That's all I can say. There appear to be quite a lot of dead people. Oh dear. Phoebe is sad. They moved into the city to try and start a new life, and look what's happened. Bummer. Of course, the fact that their household wealth is wretched also has a lot to do with it, I think. I won't go into that right now. Okay. We are starting to see quite a lot of traffic. I wonder if we can encourage some foot traffic. God damn it. This cough is just not going away. Okay. Hello, what? No. Okay. I can't see. Is that on the floor? Looks like it's on the floor. That is really quite high. Let's try that again, shall we? I do like that, actually. Whoops. The fact that it will create the arch for you. Not that it actually works at all. What? If I do it to there. There you go. There, that's better. Yeah, it's because I've got a cold. I appear to be underground. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, I don't really want to... Yes, that's great. Thank you. There we are. Okay, lovely. Alright, next. Do snapping, and how do I want to do this? Ooh, I nearly pushed the wrong button there. Down one more? Nope. Nope. Absolutely not. And then... The thing with putting them on a roundabout, or close to a roundabout, is if you make adjustments, you destroy the footbridge. At least the access to the footbridge. Okay. Okay, this is another case for the old Move It mod there, I think. There we go. Okay, lovely. What the ball sack is this? Go, that smoothed it out a little bit, didn't it? Nice. Right, you bastards. Use the footbridge. Okay, let's take that. Let's take that crossing away. Bloop. Is this a light? No, it's not a lighted junction. Aha! It is now. Can't decide if I should... That doesn't need to be lighted. It's a small enough direction. This is just bonkers. Yeah, my accent. I'm originally from the southeast of England. I've been in America for 20 years. So it kind of it will drift in and out on its own. Alcohol also has a big influence on it. Not that I've had any tonight. I've just been drinking tea because of my throat issue. Okay, so that's what those look like. Okay. Would I see those on the end of one of these streets? Probably not. Over here I might. Actually, no. Not even here. Okay. Yeah, let's grab this zoning toolkit again. We'll take that away. And some more semi-detached, like that. Yeah, we'll just fill that in there. There we go. That makes a little bit more sense. And then what's down here? Ah, alright. Some more of that. Go away. Nearly screwed that up, didn't I? Okay, lovely. Why did these fill in as 2s instead of 3s? I've got some 3s down here. These are nice ones. Okay, I guess when they level up. they'll adjust their footprint if possible. Oh my goodness, I have an ad break coming up. Ooh, you know what these people might want? Some education. You know, what I'm thinking here is getting rid of this and putting an elementary school right in here. Because I could see that being a thing. There we go. Educate yourselves. Yeah, let's fix this, because these wouldn't be here. So we need to go into the zoning toolkit and god damn it, that way, like that, there. Right. Always remember to turn your zone moding back to default, lest you start painting roads down and then wonder why it's all going squirrely. Okay, there we are. That's better. Now what I should do is a little footpath around here and join it probably to there, I guess. So they can just hop on the footpath and come down and over there. Or straight down next to this. I'm thinking maybe actually next to that. Oh, let's turn... no. Okay, put it on the ground first, right? Yeah, put it on the ground. That'd be a good idea. Okay, lovely. Yeah, like that. Don't think I can flood a bunch of trees in there though, can I? Okay, well, whatever. Semi-detached again. There we go. Beautiful. Right. Some vegetation. Poplar trees? Oh yeah, we can do that. Oh yeah, no, green card holder. I've never really seen the point in the expense of going for full citizenship, because the only thing it really does for me is give me the ability to vote. Although at the moment, also stay. In fact, although to be honest, that's not even a guarantee anymore, because there are people who have been, they've done their patriation to the United States and still been ejected. Let's have a look. Straight line. Nope. do some poplar trees down there. Nope, we can't get that one there. Okay. Down there like that. Nah, it's that was one of the things we went out to Alaska earlier this year. And that was one of the things that I was kind of worried about. I kept checking the status of my green card to see if it had been revoked or anything, you know, anything weird like that. But yeah, coming back in again, there were. Wait, hang on. It wasn't Alaska. It was the trip to England last fall. Was it fall? No, it was this year. It was earlier this year. Was it April? That was it. It was my birthday. Coming back in again, there were 2 agents. Didn't even bat an eyelid though. Yeah, having the right skin color helps. Oh, I'm sorry, did I just say that out loud? I mean, the guys running the desk, you know, the immigration guys who are on the desks checking passports, they don't give a monkey's. they really don't care. As long as your passport's valid and all that stuff, they just, yeah, whatever. Just go ahead, mate. Not a problem. But there were definitely a couple of agents that were keeping their eye on people once they had come through passport control, because they can't get them before then. Which is quite interesting. There's a legal thingy. They can't arrest someone until they have actually entered the country, and you haven't entered the country until you've been through passport control. Fun little tidbit of information there. Okay, that's... I mean, the bridge is working. They're using it. We've still got some... we've got some people taking their lives in their hands there. What the... Oh, that's right. The pathfinding has to catch up. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we've got that sorted there. Things are calming down over there. Okay, let's see what we got going on now. Oh, hello. The larger photo. That's a dreadful looking building for a pub, an inn/pub. That's not an official model, is it? Really? The fence is all wonky. It just looks like a converted semi-detached. That's a bit better. Hello? I think I've been to that. Yep. There's a nice Welsh one. You can tell it's Welsh because it has gob running down the walls. Okay. Right. Where were we? We need some medium density, which is... It's going to be these guys. Okay. I do believe it's time for a housing estate. Oh dear. What was that? Oh, my ad break is over. Oh, well, okay. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that, Twitch. No, what? Hello. There we are. Trying to think how to do this, man. Usually, what you see on these housing estates is a road coming in, and then it will just suddenly angle. that way, like that. And we'll just bring it to about there. And then you'll have another one coming off in that direction. Like that. And then some high volume car parks. Actually, not even high volume. Then some car parks. And then the buildings are usually on footpaths. So you've got a good... what? 10, 20 meter run between the building and the car park or the bus shelter. So on a really average British day, not in the summer, but on an average British day, it means you've got probably, what, a 3-minute dash in the pouring rain between the building and either a car or the bus shelter or something like that. It's great. The way they design these things is fantastic. Usually they're high rises as well, but we'll upgrade when we get to that point. So I need parking. That's going to cost me 2, and I've got 4. I also need to look at... I don't need the recycling centre just yet. Definitely don't need the college. A crematorium. It's probably going to come in handy soon. But not right now. Water treatment plant. The processing and purification of wastewater. Treated water can be safely recirculated into the water network or disposed of in the environment. Okay. Right. Yes. Do we really want to treat the poo water and then put it back into the system? I don't know, I like the sound of that. I guess that's handy for places that aren't like on the coast that can use a water pumping station. The one thing about the game that I have always kind of questioned is this guy to begin with, right? A water pumping station. Okay, great. That's fantastic. But usually you want some kind of system that's going to clean the water before you put it into the, you know, houses. And also, these generally don't work too well with salt water, which I imagine is what we're dealing with here since we are on the coast. I know I'm being picky, but I would really love to see a water pumping station that will only go on fresh water and a desalinization plant or desalinization station, water pump addition, like an upgrade, right? So you can use this on the coast, but you have to have the upgrade on it to be able to pump the water and desalinize, take the salt water out, or take the salt out, and then use it in your system. Otherwise, you're forced to use, you know, the in-ground system. Because this is a bit cheaty, to be quite honest. You know, for the cost per month and the amount of water you can get out of it, versus this guy, right? Where are we? So this guy's $5,000 a month, and it can put out quite a lot. This guy is $10,000 a month and puts out 3/4 of that. But it's a groundwater system, and then you've got these here, 16,000 a month for Jesus. 15,000. What the? Yeah. So, if you can, just use one of those, man. I think these need to be balanced, is what I'm saying. I would like to see them balanced in such a way that, you know, if you're on the coast, you can't just chuck it into the salt water and make your citizens happy. Alright, anyway, back to this. Parking. There we are. We now have parking spaces available. Right. What do we got? We got a tiny parking lot. It's a very wide parking lot. Moderate? I think it would be moderate, but it would be like a long one rather than a square one like that. Yeah, kind of like that. A small solar panel covered parking area where citizens can park their cars. It's going to cost me $2,800 a month. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me if a motorcycle park. It doesn't tell me if I get any benefits out of it. Am I getting any? A small parking building. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really see those. A medium gravel parking. That's yeah, we're getting somewhere. The VLE. Okay. There's the wide one. There's a moderate one. There's the long one. I think probably two of these. Quick question for me. Alright. If I put this down, I have to pay for it. Yeah. But I can also charge them for parking there. Okay. Can I charge them enough for it to pay for itself? Probably not. Again, we've got this guy here, but it doesn't tell me if I actually get any power out of it. Modest parking lot. You know what I'm thinking actually is doing a yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Are you gonna finish a sentence at any point in the proceedings? I could do this guy, right? Like that. But then there's no. Like, Jesus! Oh, that's two. I divided. Okay. No. Okay. I think I need to create a new one. A copy of this, but add the pathways to it. Oh, actually, no, I don't. I can add the pathways later. Alright, and then we can do a modest parking lot. Like down here, like that. No. Oh God! Could do I think a long one actually is gonna fit better for what I'm thinking. And then we'll do the same over here. Whoop. Not quite up to the end though. Okay. Okay. On this side, we'll just do a small parking lot. Like that. Okay, cool. Right. Now I need the pedestrian roads. Alleyway, one-way alley. Can I do my own pedestrian road? Because I believe the pedestrian roads in this are huge. Pedestrian street, yeah. Okay. Pause. Q. Let's look at the road builder. Hello. There we go. Generic road, highway road, all roads. Discover. Ooh. Oh, hello. Oh, does this link to the... Well, that's fun. Gravel. Pedestrian. That's what I want. I guess this links to the workshop. A no-car pedestrian street. I think we want this one. Yeah. Okay, excellent. Can I... Ooh. I can't build off of those? Oh, bummer. There's no zoning on them. Oh, no. Alright. Never mind. Okay, back to the road builder then. Manage and discover. You. Deread. Yes. Alright, discover. And they need to have... Okay, pathways. Oh. Pedestrian roads. That's what I need. Okay. No car pedestrian street. One new pedestrian street. Okay. I've got this guy here. Narrow pedestrian street. Alright, well, I guess we can download a couple and try them out, see which ones are going to fit for us. Pedestrian road. That's a possibility. Let's see what else we got. Small pedestrian street. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. There we go. That's got some... Okay, well, that's got some zoning. That's got zoning. Excellent. That's got zoning. That's what I want to see. Alright, so we're just going to manage and delete those other ones. Pedestrian street. I might... Okay. Boop. Boop. Sweet. Okay, now let's try that again. That was... I know that was a little bit of a pain in the ball sack, but necessary. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Now, this guy here. European style small apartment building. UK style apartment. Let's do this. Okay. I mean, you don't have a road. There's a road right here. This guy's happy. Okay, do you need that? Are you telling me that you guys have to use that? Okay. Fair enough. Whatever. I thought we were going to have a good time, but apparently not. Let's just go into here. That guy there. Delete. Yep. We're just going to have to use the fat one. Okay. Crap. See what happened there? Didn't go far enough out. Okay. Right, now we gotta do this again. Bloop. Okay, that's fine. Boop. See, no. I do want it down that way. There we go. And then something similar on this side. So that one's facing that one. That's facing that way, that's facing that way, that's facing that way, that's facing that way. Get rid of those. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Uh-oh. We got some crime happening. No! We need police stations. Oh, God. Small local police station. I'm thinking there might be a good spot. And then the fire department, we can just use a small small firehouse. Maybe here? No. We'll do it next to the police station, I think. Like that. And we will just use... Nope! We'll use Move It mod. Hello? Oh no! I murdered the game. Yeah. Oh dear. Alright, well, oh, we got a cloud upload going, so that's good. Boink. There we go. Alright, let's try again. Oh, well, you know, let me,
Bollocks!
push it. Alright, we're back. Oh, hello. Oh, You know what? I've got to sign into that at some point. Right. So it actually saved. That's pretty handy. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Right, well, we haven't crashed, so that's good. Okay. Good, good. Alright, and then that one. We're just going to bring... We'll bring that there like that. There we are. Cool beans. Right. Excellent. And press play. There we go. Brilliant. Fantastic. So what we are going to need is some more commercial over here. We'll pretty this little section up in here. This is usually, we'll have trees and some pathways and stuff. Actually, I should probably draw some pathways in, shouldn't I? So let's take care of that now. And then the same over here. That needs to get moved out just a little touch. Okay. Not fantastic, but it's not terrible. It'll work. It'll do the job. That's all we need, right? Right, yeah. Okay. Right. Anyway, as I was saying, usually you would have a couple of like little shops or something along here. But I don't want them. Nah. I really want them on this what's going to end up being this main road. Because I can feel like this. I feel like this road's going to end up getting upgraded. Because it's carrying a lot of traffic. This would need to be the arterial road. A nice high-speed road through here. I'm kind of wondering if I should do the same thing as I did before. Do something like this. but use a two-way road. But that's going to create a junction. So maybe off of here and then this way, and then have the shops up. Okay. Let's use our special little road then. This guy here. Wait. Yeah, we'll do a two-lane road. Kind of up into there, I guess, like that. And then we'll use our little two-lane cheaty kind of road. Like that. Maybe to there? And then we'll move it, mod this. Down there a little bit. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. We'll do a mix of businesses in here too. We'll do something like that. Something like that. Okay. Piers and Keys. Is there no gravel? I thought there was a gravel path. Huh. There's no gravel path anymore. That's interesting. Okay, let's see if they will use that. Well, they stopped to think about it, didn't they? A lot of dead people again. Okay, and I feel like I should do a path down through here as well. That would be somewhat of a British thing. Can I get away with that, I wonder? Oh. What was that? Oh, that's... Oh, crap. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. No, Christ on a bike. Oh, shit. Did I just... Because that's connected. I'd forgotten about that. Okay, there we go. Lovely. All right. here. Like that. Brilliant. What? Oh, man. I thought we'd had some success there. All right, we'll bring that down to there. That. Okay. And then we will... Oh, no! Okay, now we've got to bring it out. Okay, now we can... Oh, no. Oh, you know what I've got to do? I've got to do that, don't I? Nope, not that. Turn snapping off, imbecile. Actually, no, turn it on. Then start the path, then turn it off. Okay, so that's now attached to there. That's now attached to there. That's now attached to there. Brilliant. Now we've got people using the old footsies. I need to attach it to this one. So I need to pull this away from here like this. I guess like that. Turn snapping on. Okay. Now turn it off. Undo that. Where? I can see there's a lump there, but I can't. I'll do. I'm not going to get too pernickety with it. Alright, so now we've got all of these people in here can access these shops. What we would expect to see at this point is a lot of trees and foliage along these paths. Like the occasional chestnuts. Let's run some poplar again. Right, straight line. 3 meters. 3 meters is... Oh, okay, 3 meters is plenty, okay. Zip all the way along there. Okay, fine, whatever. Jeez, be like that then. Okay, cool, alright. Bring that all the way down to there. Ooh, hang on, what new? Okay. Yep. along to the end. Yes. Like that. Lovely. Whoa. Okay. Wait, those... Oh, bloody hell. Oh well, whatever. Wild green bush. Go through here. Yeah, lots of wild green bushes, please. Yep. And some of those ones as well. Okay, I'll do. Actually, let's crank this up here. We are. Cool. Alright, so we've got a nice little footpath with some greenery and whatnot there. Okay, that'll work. Like I said, we'll need to, like, I guess, create a fence kind of situation through here. Kind of, yeah, look at that. That actually looks, it's pretty good. Alright. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh. Because I adjusted that. Oh, fuck a duck. What were we doing there? Was it was these ones, wasn't it? Something's wrong there. What's wrong there? That should have... Oh, never mind. Because I moved this, it blew away all of the zoning along there. So all these houses despawned on me. That's annoying. Alright. Okay, so this is going pretty well this time. We've still got a lot of snarl up there, but that's okay. We've got 6 points to spend. We can actually get large roads now if we wanted, or highways. I'm probably going to go with large roads. and maybe a cemetery at this point. Oh my god, there's a little parish church with a cemetery? Oh, I can store 100 people. Okay. It's 5,000. Oh god, that's very large. Alright, who wants to be buried out by the chicken farm? Okay, save. Resume. Right, what I'm going to do is just line this up with there. Maybe. Or actually, line that up with this. That would be even better, I think. There we go. Fantastic. Alright, and then we will go into here. Surface area tool. Nope. What? Yeah. Oh, that's the one I need. The specialized industry tool. Oh. Do I? No, let's turn snapping off. We're going to bring that up to about there, I think, because we are going to want to put a border along it. Okay. There we go. So we're going to house the dead next to the chicken farm. They'll be fine. Get some spruce trees along there. Right. Can we get some spruce trees? Oh, we can. Nice. What? What? Oh. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? There we go. And some spruce trees separating the graveyard from the chicken farm. A little bit of crime out here, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay. We do have quite a lot of traffic built up here. We are going to have to invest in some public transport soon, I think. Get these people using buses. Although, to be quite honest, they should actually be using their feet. I wonder how I can encourage that. There is a way to do it. I don't remember how. Encourage walking. I would like to. City economy. Loans, taxation, services? Nope. Production. Okay, nothing in there. Weren't there like ordinances and stuff that you could put down? Park maintenance? I don't worry about that. Okay, specific policies and city service. Oh, policies, that was it. Loans, taxation, service. Okay, what are the policies at? Oh, they're all locked anyway. Alright, well, whatever. Oop. Make sure to delete this. Yeah, get rid of it. Okay. I mean, it's progressing. We're not making money anymore. We're losing money. Oh no. Oh dear. All right, let's have a look at taxation. Oh, you know what? We need more industry. That's what we need. Now, as soon as I... No, that's not right either. That is. Nope, yes. Alright, let's have some more industry, shall we? So we'll go 4 on this side. Wait a minute, I've screwed this up, haven't I? There we go. Jesus. You are a complete bell end sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. There we go. Brilliant. So now we have a lot more industrial. We're going to need a lot more commercial. I'm thinking about putting a wood farm out here. Actually. Excuse me. Just chuck it in here. Almost a straight line, or maybe a diagonal from that corner out that way, and then down into the air. Because we do need some more. Okay. Okay, pause. Okay, we'll bring that out to there. That to there. Excuse me. About there, I think, yeah. There to there. What were we saying about here, right? Alright, so I've got a wood farm going now. Wood farm? Wow. Okay, so we are making a little bit of money now, so that's good. Let's take a look. Now we have office zones available. Well, that's great. Where would I expect to see those? Oftentimes they're behind commercial. I'm thinking about probably an alley up here or off here, and then office space behind there. All right, yeah, that makes some sense. Oh crap! Jolly good. Alrighty, I did not realize that is my 2-hour mark. I was actually starting to really enjoy myself there. To people in Twitchland, you are currently on a break, so you can't hear any of this nonsense. Lucky you. I'll be back on Thursday, same time, 7:30 Eastern. Either with this or with maybe some Planet Coaster, who knows? Possibly even some No Man's Sky. Depends on my mood, really, and how much beer I've had. Anyway, tomorrow's Wednesday, so I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. I hope to see you all again on Thursday, and you know, your time is precious, and I really appreciate you spending that time hanging out, listening to my complete nonsense. Good night.